welcome back to yet another review and to another birthday request. Today we're going to be taking a look at my custom damaged Lightning McQueen, a birthday request from Foxy. Happy birthday, I hope you're having a great day. Also, happy Halloween, everyone. My other video today will be something a bit more seasonally, in season with Halloween. But hey, for now we have the channel pumpkin making its final appearance of the year before I get rid of it. Probably in tomorrow's video. It's an annual tradition that I always film myself just throwing away my pumpkin. So enjoy the Cars on the Road pumpkin. Enjoy it while you still can, because this might be the last time you see it before it gets destroyed. Anyway, I was pretty excited to get a request for the damaged McQueen custom. It's not often nowadays that I review customs, and this McQueen custom is one that I haven't updated in several years, and one that I haven't reviewed in several years, so part of this review is going to be me sort of seeing if this custom still holds up by my modern custom making standards. I think this one is one of my best to this day. It's not often that I try to make customs based off of things that appeared in the Cars movies. I always tend to just do my own designs or original creations, and sometimes in the past I've dabbled in video game characters and other things. That's because I only like making customs of cars that I know we'll probably never get. Like at this point, we're probably never getting any of the video game characters, so I made some customs of them, As for Damaged McQueen, I think I made this in 2018, and at that point I think I'd already understood, yeah, we're probably not gonna get a Damaged McQueen diecast, so I decided to make my own. It's not 100% accurate. Like in the movie, the spoiler is literally coming off of McQueen. I can't really, pull that off with a custom, especially because this car is metal and I would have to cut it and somehow warp it, and doing that without damaging the decals, basically impossible. But yeah, I mean, his eyes are closed, just like in the movie, and I think the burn marks, I did try to make them line up. I don't remember, I made this custom years ago at this point, but I don't know why I wouldn't try to make it accurate. I definitely did try to make all of the burn marks and everything line up. And then at one point, for whatever reason, I came in and I added some silver details. I'm not really sure why, I guess just to make more scrapes and scratches. I think the part of this custom that really looks dated is the front here with these sort of black squiggles. They don't really look like realistic burns or damage of any kind. They just look like black squiggles. But moving on to the side, I do think it looks a little better. Maybe these lines are a bit too thick. But yeah, at this point I'm not going to go back and update this McQueen. It's too late for that. I'm just going to keep him as he is, probably. I just use him as a display piece, and if you look from the angle that he's displayed at on my table, you could tell it's Damaged McQueen. I think from this angle, it looks perfectly fine. You could tell it is meant to be a Damaged McQueen, and I think the sides do look pretty good. I think what I did here, I think in the movie, this tire is blown out, so I sort of colored it in black, so you would just forget it's there, because, if I colored it in red, it would look weird. And again, I had no way of removing the tire from the wheel, so I just sort of painted it in black to represent the fact that that tire is not supposed to be there anymore. I've got Rusty's written there on the back, just all your typical McQueen decals. We have this scrape running across the back window, and I think I did some paint, some lines over the windows on the sides that were meant to look like cracks. I wish I had gone in with a thinner Sharpie instead of the paint pen, but hey, what you gonna do? The back here looks completely improvised. So yeah, on this side we have different decals. You could really see the side's a bit more scraped up and a bit more sanded down. This car was sanded down in several places. If you couldn't already tell, just makes it feel more rough and makes the scratches, add some actual scratches in addition to whatever decals I painted on. I like what I did with this wheel because in the movie you could see one of his wheels is or can you see this? Because you only really see McQueen from one side, but I think you may be able to see, one of his wheels has, or one of his tires has, just a bit of the Lightyear left on it. Like, it's sort of been ripped up, it's been popped, only a bit of the front is still hanging onto the wheel. If that's not in the movie, then that's what I was going for, because in the shot in the movie, you really just see, well, I guess you do see both sides of McQueen, but, yeah, you can see that I I covered up different parts of the Lightyear writing and different parts of the wheel to make it look like the tire was sort of ripped up. In hindsight, it doesn't look too good, but that is what I was going for. And then finally, there's a look at the base. Hey, this is one of the ones where I painted the bases. I used to do that, and then I stopped because Mattel doesn't do it. I wanted mine to be in line with what Mattel does. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, this McQueen, as a custom of mine, it's pretty dated now because it's several years old at this point, but I like it, and it gets the job done. It's just meant to be used for me to display on my table so that I have a damaged McQueen of some kind. It's like my JP Drive custom that I have. It's not the most detailed thing ever, but I just made it so that it looks good on a shelf, and you could tell that, yeah, okay, that's what this McQueen is meant to be. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, happy birthday to Foxy, who requested this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.